Hey everyone, welcome to this Restoke tutorial. So now that you've uploaded your suppliers and completed your prep recipes, we can bring it all together to create your beverage recipes. Once your beverages are all set, you'll be able to drive insights from our costing tool that will highlight optimal selling prices as well as any inefficiencies in your production costs. Now there are actually 4 different ways you can create your beverage recipes in Restoke. First is importing directly from your POS if you have an integration. Second is manually creating them one by one. Third is bulk uploading from a file. And fourth is bulk creating from your supplier basket, which is really useful for single serve items like bottles of wine or beer. Let me walk you through all of these. So the first method, and probably the most streamlined one, is importing directly from your POS. If you have a POS integration connected, you can import your POS categories and products as empty recipe cards, and then just fill in the ingredients and costs. I'm not going to go through the full POS setup in this video, but just know that if you've got that integration, your categories and products will already be arranged as they are in your POS. And here's the really cool part. If you import from your POS, Restoke will automatically pull your selling prices daily from your POS system. So you don't have to manually update prices when you change them. Now, if you don't have a POS integration, or you want to create recipes manually, let me show you how that works. I'm going to head to the left toolbar here, click Recipes, then Beverage Recipes. First, you need to create a category. I'm going to click plus New Category in the top right corner. Let's call this one Cocktails. And I can add an image if I want. If I don't, the system will add one for me. Cool, category created. Now let's create an actual beverage recipe. I'm clicking plus New Recipe in the top right corner. I'll name this Espresso Martini and assign it to my cocktails category. Perfect. So now I'm going to start adding my ingredients. Let me type in vodka. And look, it's showing me my different vodkas that I buy from my suppliers. I'm going to select this one here. I'll add 45 mils of vodka. Then I need coffee liqueur, let's say 30 mils. And espresso, about 30 mils as well. And maybe some simple syrup, 15 mils. Now as I'm adding these, if Restoke doesn't know a conversion, I'll get this red recipe issue alert. Let me click on it. It's asking me how many mils are in my bottle. I'll enter 700 mils and save. And there we go, cost appears. Just like with dish recipes and prep recipes, this is a one-time setup. Every conversion you create gets saved. Don't worry, if you've made a mistake with a conversion, all conversions are stored with that item, so you can edit them directly from the recipe by clicking the gear icon next to the ingredient. Now once all my ingredients are costed out, I need to enter my selling price up here in the top right corner. So let me put in $18. And watch what happens under cost info on the right. Restoke is showing me my total beverage cost, my beverage cost percentage, and my gross profit margin. Now the default beverage cost percentage is set around 35%, but you can tweak this in your settings configuration. You can also set a threshold so you're not instantly notified when costs fall slightly outside your range. Now there are some optional things you can add. You can select any dietary requirements and allergens down here, and you can add instructions for the recipe. This can be done as a block of text, or if you want to get fancy, click step by step and add photos for each step. Now the third method is bulk uploading from a file. If you've got a bunch of recipes already documented, this is the fastest way. I'm going to click this magic wand icon in the bottom right corner. You can upload a PDF, Word doc, Excel file, pretty much any format. Restoke will analyze it and create all your recipes automatically. You'll still need to review them to make sure conversions are correct, but it saves you a lot of initial work. And the fourth method is bulk creating from your supplier basket. This option is really useful for singular recipe items like a glass of wine, bottle of wine, glass of beer, bottle of beer, things like that. Let me show you how this works. I'm going to navigate to Purchases, then Suppliers. Let's say I've got a bunch of bottled wines here that I sell as is. I'm going to use the checkbox next to the items I want to create as beverage recipes. Then I'll head to Bulk Actions and click Bulk Create Recipes. Now it's asking me to choose the recipe category. I'm going to select Wines from the dropdown. And then I need to select the method of creation. There are two options here. 1-to-1 means the item you've selected is sold in the exact same unit it's ordered. So if you buy the item by the bottle, it's sold by the bottle. Or UOM and quantity means the item is sold in a different unit or portion to the way it's ordered. Like if you buy by the bottle but sell by the glass, say 150 mils. In this case, I'm selling these bottles as whole bottles, so I'll choose 1-to-1. Click Create, and there we go. All my wine bottles are now beverage recipes. I just need to add my selling prices and markups, and they're ready to go. Quick note on tax settings. All recipe ingredients are calculated as tax exclusive by default. If your ingredient cost is actually tax inclusive, you need to tell Restoke. Just click the gear icon next to the item and toggle that setting. Same thing with selling prices. Restoke assumes they're tax exclusive. If you want tax inclusive prices, you can adjust that at the category level by clicking on the 3 vertical dots and select Edit Category and toggle on this setting. Here, you can also set different target food or beverage food cost percentages for different categories. Under this optional food cost percentage setting, this is really useful for things like cocktails versus bottled wine, which might have different margin expectations. So that's all 4 methods of creating beverage recipes in Restoke. Once you've got your beverages costed out, you'll have complete visibility into your beverage costs and margins. And with our live food costing, whenever supplier prices change, your beverage costs update automatically. So jump in, get your beverages set up, and as always, reach out via in-app chat if you need any help. Thanks, guys.